meme culture and internet bullying. I think, like, I've been noticing if I'm scrolling through Reels or if I'm looking at, like, Facebook, whatever, are they called Reels too
Yep,
on Facebook?
Facebook actually, it's called Reels.
So
YouTube, it's called Shorts.
well, I know that, Andy. Thank you for that. If I'm looking through, like, the Reels or any videos of that nature, or even, like, a comment section of a post of, like, a celebrity or what have you, there's a lot of people that aren't trying to make fun of the person to make fun of the person. They're trying to come up with the comment that gets them the most attention from the other people in the comment section.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like this battle for top comment, and it just turns into, like, a lengthy, just absolute shit show, dude. And it gets bad. Like, there was a girl that came up that was just getting into golf. Heavier set girl. And she's brave enough to record herself at the driving range hitting a couple balls. She's probably 2 days into golfing at this point. The comment section was so absurd.
Oh, dude, it's brutal.
And it wasn't to make fun of her to her face or to make fun of her on her post. It was just trying to make all of the people in the comment section be like, yeah, you won comment, or I see that comment. I noticed that. And dude,
the perfect example to what you're talking about as well, like, to your point, the what does she have, Down syndrome?
no, it was just a heavier.
You know
set
who
girl.
I'm talking about.
Oh,
the girl
yeah.
that does have Down syndrome, who is actually very pretty.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not saying that, most people with Down syndrome aren't pretty. I think everybody's pretty in their own regard. But, she was, like, exceptionally attractive to where she would get attention. And everyone just wanted to figure out, how can we spin on this, the fact that she has Down syndrome and that she's hot, and what can we say about this to just find the most creative, witty remark that we can make? I can only imagine how that girl feels.
Dude, that's the thing, is, like, it's not directed at the person. Like, it's not posting it to have that person see it. It's posted to have everybody that's going to the comment section. That's the thing now. It's like, oh, I gotta go to the comment section. I'm guilty of watching a reel and being like, I gotta read the comment section, because I am not even gonna try and hide the fact that I will laugh hysterically at some of the things that are said in these comment sections, because that is my humor. It is dark humor. I like dark humor. However, as a person, as a father, as a relatively kind human being, I like to think, it gets a little rough. Like, for that person, like, if they're actually looking and reading those, yikes.
Well, so that's exactly the thing. And to your point, people are posting it for everybody other than the original author. But the original author is still a human being. The original author is still right there. They're the one person that will see all the comments because they're going to get the notifications for it.
But, I mean, there's tons of other, like, accounts that will take that content and repost it on theirs. And, like,
and then maybe they come up, the OP probably never sees that. Maybe they come across it, but all the same, it's like,
so that's something to think about.
Sensitivity, maybe.
So if that person posts a reel and, whoever it pops up for sees it, then as it spins, other people take it, put it on theirs, and it just keeps this, never-ending cycle of people taking it and posting it on theirs, yada yada. How far does it have to go down that hole before, like, the original poster just doesn't see any of that? I would assume it probably goes relatively deep or not. It doesn't have to travel that far for them not to see like those comments, because if you click on the person's profile and you see like it's like you're coming across the actual person's Instagram and you see those comments on there, or is it a reposted one where like the original poster just won't see that? I'm curious on how far that has to go, or what have you.
I think it depends on like how far they want to scroll in some cases, and then like if it's separate. That's the other thing is reposting content. Like we're hard up over here about creative rights.
Yeah.
You know, like if you do a painting,
I think it all depends on like the type of content that you're doing.
Does it?
With how many people can post it. I don't know how.
I mean, theoretically, it could just go and go and go. Like if I post something and then you repost what I post, and then your wife reposts what you posted that I posted, and then her friend reposts what she posted that you posted that I posted.
It's like the thing that's been circling around.
Oh God,
the Hawktua girl.
You had to say it.
I mean, dude,
spit on that thing.
Dude, it
the
is
fucking internet, bro.
It is mind blowing.
She got fired.
How
for that. She got fired for that.
That went.
She got fired for that.
Did she really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And her parents are mortified, which, granted, I would be too. Like, I would have a serious conversation with my daughter if that were, it's like, holy shit.
I'm going to assume that.
I can't.
Like, she's probably a college girl. She's like a college girl, right?
Well, college, maybe like right out of college.
I mean,
no. So they were walking the bars. So she had to either be an upperclassman or just out of college.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't have to be, but
yeah. I mean, also with people making these kinds of comments on like these videos and stuff, like you have to also think of you can never trust anything on the internet ever. You can never trust anything. So when you see like a picture, like a reel of that girl with the Down syndrome, or you see a reel of the chubbier girl like hitting golf balls, like they put that on the internet for a reason.
Yeah, they wanted attention. They wanted to get out there. They wanted advice. So many different reasons.
They had so many reasons to post that. Now, as a person that posts things on the internet.
You don't post shit.
I'm going into that knowing that there's probably going to be some people that have some things to say that I'm not going to like. They could be like, who are those two fat guys sitting in a basement talking about nerd stuff? Or,
that's an
look at
summary.
that dude in the gray shirt's hairline. Like, that thing's going way, way back. Or, there's...
Yeah,
tons of things.
About that.
Stop wearing hats. There's tons of things.
Got color.
There's tons of things that like you have to expect, and you have to be aware of if you post things on the internet, especially nowadays. Like back when we were kids, we didn't really have all of this that we have now, but we had to worry about. Being talked about in MySpace bulletins.
Yes. Well, that's also the internet. The thing with the internet is that it removes the human aspect of interaction. You're literally interacting with a computer to interact with a human.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to just forget that there's another body, heart, and brain on the other side.
Oh, you just hit a nerve there, because that is a huge issue, is that you can see, like, there are people that make some pretty, like, deep, heart-wrenching reels on the internet about really deep personal stuff that, like, maybe that's just their outlet to, like, get that out, whether it's a lost one, or words. the loss of a loved one, or, you know, unfortunately, like, people could have the loss of a child or a friend or a parent. Like, there's so many, like, a pet. Like, there's so many things, like, you know, somebody could put a big, huge reel together of just, you know, like, people when they bring their kid home from the hospital for the first time and they're introducing it to their pet, and it shows their pet, like, bonding with their kid, and it carries on basically until that child becomes, like, a, you know, teen, and then the dog is old, and then the dog passes away, and stuff like that. Like, there's people that put that whole span on the internet, and then people just go in the comment section and just shit all over it.
Yeah. Well,
And
no,
it's because we are so numb now to anything.
What
to
are you talking about? Coffin? Hit the nail in the coffin there. Oh, thumbs up.
There. Like, it's...
I don't think people are numb.
We absolutely are. We're so numb to emotion at this point. 100%.
Nope.
100%.
Numb.
Imagine spending... Well, you probably do this. I know you do this because you send me 1,000 of them a day.
I only do that when I'm falling asleep.
So, spend 30 minutes... No. Spend an hour going through your reels. Watch every single one.
That's such a
watch
waste of time.
Every single one. I
time.
guarantee you the range of emotions that you'll have in that hour long, you'll hit every single one of them.
Absolutely. But again,
all in an hour span. And I'm not just saying like a small taste of these emotions. Like, you'll have the full range.
Yeah, the full gamut. Well, actually, most of my reels will probably be just snakes in Florida and some dude saying yoink. But
oh, dude, I love that dude.
He's funny. I think numb and ignorant are two very different things that present with the same indications. Are some people numb to their emotions? Absolutely. They've been through hell.
I think a
only
lot
way to get through.
I think a lot of people are just numb, like numb to the emotion, or just numb to the fact that they're interacting with an actual person.
Ignorant.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess that would be...
That's my point. Like, so numb, like, to be numb to emotion, that has to transcend beyond just the screen. You know, you have to experience...
I'm referring to being numb on the emotions as somebody looking on the screen.
I think that just means they're emotionally immature or emotionally...
Well, I think that...
Not as developed emotionally. Like, so... Emotions are another thing.
This
another
is why.
aspect.
This is why we are
yes.
not properly developed emotionally.
Emotions are this thing where, like, you know, if I come over and I'm in, you know, like sitting here with you, I can feel when something's wrong.
Yeah.
If something's bothering you, like, I can feel that and sometimes even like over the phone, you know, sometimes there's like subtle nuances that I'll notice where it's like, I wonder if he's doing all right, but it's a lot harder.
You also care a ton. You also just care a ton.
That's what humanity needs.
I don't think, like, I wouldn't say it's overthinking, but you're definitely, like, if there's even the slightest thing off, you're like, you good?
I am super deep. I pay crazy attention to detail. You can call it overthinking if you want.
I don't think it's quite overthinking. I think it's more over analyzing.
But that's the thing, is caring is key. If everybody cared a lot more about people they don't even know, we wouldn't have this problem.
That's the problem.
They don't care.
They don't care about people they don't know.
And it's exhausting. I will be upfront with you. I care about every one of my friends. I care about strangers. I care about anybody I encounter. And it's exhausting. But it's why I'm here.
I've always been raised and been told, you know, hold the door for somebody, or just like generally don't be an asshole.
Well,
like, just be kind to those that are out there, and it'll come back to you.
Well, I may have I wasn't so kind last night, but
Dude, I am the biggest stickler when it comes to holding the door for people.
well, and so you remember YN Chen,
Yes.
so the Orioles I was telling you about? Well, he
Mhm.
was pitching out. I decided to pop off at him. I'm like, Chen, you probably don't hold the door for old people, you bum.
Like that's
So yes,
that's that's a huge thing for me is like if I see an old lady like she's a mile away from me and she's making her way from her car slowly towards me, I will stand there and make sure that I hold the door for that woman. I will
Yeah.
wait. I am not in a rush. I
Dude,
can wait. I will
hold the
wait
door.
for you.
You know,
Even
somebody-
if dude, even if she sees me and she's like, "Don't worry, young man, I'll make it there someday," and I'm like, "I'm not in a rush," you know.
exactly. It's
Take your
It's
time.
that thing, and it's it's holding the door. It's not just holding the door. Like if that lady was getting out of the car, having a hard time. Hey, do you need a hand out of the car?
Yeah.
At the store, if somebody that's not as tall as you is struggling to get something on the top shelf, hey, can I help you get that down?
Speaking of, when I was at Ace Hardware picking up, or Home Depot, when I was picking up my tool chest, I wheeled it out. I had it. I told the guy at the register, I said, "Hey, do you have somebody that can help me load this in my truck?" He goes, "Yeah, there'll be a guy in the parking lot." I wheel it out to my truck. I am looking around in the parking lot.
Wait.
Not a single person.
You realize he said there'll be a guy in the parking lot. He didn't say there'd be an employee in the parking lot. So he was right.
So I'm looking around for the guy, and I'm like, I don't see a dude here to help me load this in. Some guy parked his car, and parked his car.
To diabetes.
Parked his car. We made eye contact, and he looked at me. He goes, "Hey, do you need a hand with that?" I said, "If you be so kind, yeah, I will definitely take the help." He came over. We loaded it in the truck, and it was a nice positive interaction. And then we went on with each other. Like,
wait a minute, that was a nice positive interaction, or you had a positive interaction after he loaded it?
It was just positive all around. Like I was just like, "Thank you, I appreciate it."
It was a great. Got to tell you, I've been in New York many years. Many years. It was a great experience. Greatest experience you could ever have. I like my accordion.
It was just a nice interaction between two strangers. That's all it is. That's all it takes. Just if you give me a reason to be an asshole to you, I will go out of my way to make sure that you know that you done fucked up. But if
Billions and billions and billions and billions.
but if you're nice to me, I will be nice to you. That's just
can't.
That's just how it is.
I was
That's just
watching
how
the
it's
damn
going to be.
debate before I came here.
I don't even have any interest in watching that.
Down at the border, insulin shots for $15, $400 a month. What a fucking odd. We're fucked. We're so fucked.
But
I'm sorry, real quick. 3.8 billion years of evolution, and these two are who America has to choose from.
But yeah, back to the meme culture and internet bullying.
Oh, it's horrible,
dude. It's such a weird thing now.
It's just so bullying was horrible.
Just people looking for attention by other people looking for attention.
Yep, bullying was horrible before the internet. The internet came along, and it was like, well, shit. Let's just double down on this and see how much we can win.
Yeah,
Fuck 'em.
It's gross. Be nice to each other. Be kind to one another.
Care about people just because they are alive.
Don't.
Unless they touch children.
Yeah, be mean to people that deserve it. But don't just. I don't know. It just feels wrong. But like I said, I can't knock that part too hard because I do get a bit of joy out of reading some of those comment sections because some things are just the most. It's just my humor. It's very questionable at this point. It's very, very, very questionable at this point.
It's beyond questionable.
Yeah, you're right.